Sure. Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Site and Architectural Review Committee meeting of September 8th. I'm Maggie Ostrowski. I'm the vice chair, and I'm joined by Stuart Ching, who's also on the Planning Commission, and then planner Daniel Fama. So this is a pretty straightforward type of pre-meeting before the Planning Commission meeting where Commissioner Ching and myself review the application and provide some general feedback and comments, and then those are reviewed, and then during the Planning Commission meeting, the rest of the planning commissioners will also discuss discuss the item, and then ultimately vote on it. So if you have any questions or happy to address them.
Okay, well, let me start off with a brief overview of the project. Okay, so this is a conditional use permit modification for a service station at 1533 West Campbell Avenue. This is a property located at the northwest corner of Santa Moschino Road and West Campbell Avenue within the C1 Neighborhood Commercial Zoning District. It is developed with a service station that includes the fueling pumps, a small shop, and a small convenience market. This was all approved back in 1978 by the Planning Commission through approval of a conditional use permit. Here we have the current site plan that shows the layout as it exists today with the canopy here up against the property line and the small shop and convenience market immediately to the north. The revised plans are looking for a modest upgrade to the station. So that would include removal of the existing canopy and the existing pumps, reconfiguring the layout. So instead of an east-west orientation with 4 pumps, you would now have 3 pumps in a northwest layout and a smaller rectangular canopy versus the larger square canopy that exists today. Would also incorporate new accessibility improvements, a path of travel from Campbell Avenue leading to the convenience market, and a new fully compliant accessible parking stall, restriping of some parking stalls back here, new trash enclosure, and refreshing the existing landscaping with proper plantings and eliminating the current artificial turf. In terms of the canopy, you see here a new canopy approximately 20 feet tall and a color scheme matching the existing service station, incorporating comparable materials and colors. With that, I will leave it to the applicant to fill in any gaps that I have left.
The primary reason I'm doing this, this site has single wall tanks. And by law, I'm required to have double wall tanks by 2025. So as part of that requirement, I elected to kind of refresh the site by reorienting the pumps and I think making better use of the property.
Yeah, thanks for that input. I was going to ask you if there was going to be any changes to the underground tanks when you did all that. So it sounds like that was the impetus for making all the.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't changing the pump. Thanks.
Yeah, makes sense. And how long do you expect the whole thing to take?
You know, no more than 3 to 4 months, unless I run into some hiccups. The site did have a small release of some premium gasoline like 7 years ago. So, you know, I won't really know till we remove the tanks and better understand the condition. That's something that a fire department will oversee. But talking with them, they don't anticipate anything serious.
Great. Good. Well, I think the design looks really nice to me. It's nice that you're making it accessible for people to get from the road to the convenience store in a safe way with like a walkway there, and the design looks fine. And you know, I think it's a good thing to upgrade, make sure the tanks are safer and will last even longer being double walled. So I appreciate making that upgrade.
Thank you, Sunny, for doing a great job on the design.
Thank you.
Yeah, if I'll a few comments similar to Vice Chair Ostrowski. In terms of the orientation going from east-west, I think, to north-south, what was the reasoning for doing that? Was there looking at, did you look at how the traffic might flow into the site and flow out and how that would change things?
Yeah, it's more ideal to have. I mean, you'll see the newer gas station designs. The patron is able to basically, not that I have the parking space for it here, but they're able to pump the gas and drive forward right into the convenience store. And if you also look, the flow of the cars are much better. So if you have a dispenser right now, if somebody, kind of parks, in the middle of the island, they kind of block 4 fueling stations. And with this, you don't have to worry about having signs telling people to please pull forward. It really takes away. So the flow, even though I'm losing a dispenser, the flow is significantly better than what I currently have.
Thank you.
And also one thing, if I may add, right now the traffic, they have to go onto the public, the shared driveway to the back of the shopping center. So the traffic flow is not the best right now. But turn it 90 degree, the circulation actually circle around the canopy without getting out into the common driveway.
Yep. Yeah, I guess you probably had a good look at this, but I thought I'd ask. Apart from that, I don't really have any other comments.
Okay.
Looks good.
Thank you.
It looks good to me. It's type of fitting in with the existing design, and I appreciate the economics of all these things.
Okay. Well, then they are scheduled for Planning Commission in 2 weeks then.
Great.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. Is that it?
Short
You're
and sweet.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Sonny.
Thank you, everybody.
Very much.
Take care. Good night.
All right, and I will see you, Stuart, in about 1 hour. Nas is out sick, so.
Okay. I'll see you then, Daniel.
No.
Okay, cheers.